What is going on, guys? I am the White Guy, and today we're shaking things up a bit. We got some MX versus ATV Supercross Encore coming at you, and we're trying to do some multiplayer in the game here. Can I change my bike? Can I take the CRF 450? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. We're trying to do some Supercross Encore multiplayer racing. We apparently now have... nope, never mind, nice engine sounds are back. I figured we'd try and shake things up a bit, so I booted up Supercross Encore again, and after about half an hour of sitting in a lobby trying to find anybody to race with, we found two people on PC to do a race with, which again, problem, I think I mentioned in other videos, the way the lobbies are laid out in this game is just absolutely, it's atrocious, and the multiplayer games are just almost impossible to find, because they just... The way the reflex lobbies were set up, it was the way they should have done it, where there's a quick match button, so if you want to do something specific, you can hit that. Then if anybody just wants to play a game they don't care, they can hit quick match, as opposed to in this game, you have to sort through every single different possible lobby combination to see if there's anybody at all online, and it's just a really large thing you have to fight with. I wish they would just put a quick match button in this game, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It seems like they've just given up on this game at this point, which I'm not going to blame them for giving up on it if they have, because it's just a flop. But if they were able to put a quick match button in there, I think it could make multiplayer a little bit easier to find games in. But that being said, this game is also more or less dead on PC because they just kind of, it's still fairly broken for the most part. It's the optimization on PC is just absolutely atrocious and just non-existent. Like, unless they just made the game specifically to run like garbage on PCs, like there are still people I know that have like reason that like GTX 1070s that can't run the game on their cards because the game just doesn't. Unless you have a very small subset of cards they apparently developed the game for, it just does not function on your computer, which is for anything other than just like Supercross tracks and multiplayer, which is very unfortunate that they didn't optimize this for PC like at all. And that's honestly what killed the game in my opinion, just having it broken for such a long time. And like it's like the whole beta phase of this game was like, oh, it's a beta phase, it doesn't run really well. By the time it comes out and they start charging people more money for it, they'll have the optimization issues fixed and it'll be playable. Then they never fixed any of those issues and never became playable, which is, that's a whole other thing. But anyway, the point of this video is just do some multiplayer in MX vs ATV Supercross to try and change things up a bit. We're doing some Supercross multiplayer in MX vs ATV Supercross Encore, go figure. And I was hoping I'll wait up for these guys as that tough block is like, holy crap, that's a huge tough block. I didn't realize how big these things were. They're bigger than the bikes, jeez. I've been to Supercross in real life, and I don't think their tough blocks they're like as big as the actual bikes are. Those are huge. Gee, those are, yeah, I feel like that scaling is way off. I'll try and wait up for these, because I thought I was going to find some competitive racing and multiplayer, but apparently I'll take a couple of easy wins, though, too. I'm not going to complain about that. I was hoping there'd be some competitive racing here, but apparently we're just going to let the pink chicken take the podium here. As we do our best. We'll probably hop on like a CR500. We don't have CR500s in this game. I forgot. They're just they're the whatever, the rainbow. I don't personally really care about the bike brand, but it's just we'll hop on a 500cc two-stroke after this race if they're still willing to do another race after this. As we huck out a double backflip over the finish line, very casually. You can probably triple flip the finish line. So this is the game where a while ago somewhere if I can find it, I'll put it in the cards if I can find it. If not, you can probably just search in the YouTube bar and it'll come up. But you can literally backflip whoops in this game. Like I have a video where I backflipped a singular whoop because this game's backflips are just so stupidly fast. You can do a backflip over pretty much anything. As second place is slowly starting to reel us back in here, it seems like. So we'll just keep powering away from him now that he's starting to look like he's catching up. And they might have. I'm gonna laugh. He was just playing with his food the whole time. He's gonna blow past me any second now. That would be absolutely hilarious. But we'll try our best to not lose the race here as we just wreck over that jump. And we're getting passed by him now. He sounds like he actually might be in a 250, which might be why we were running away from him now. Now that we actually have somebody in front of us, we can try and run him down. Okay, yeah, he's on a smaller bike, that's why. Alright, let's get ourselves pointed in the right direction and just use that clutch boost to get ourselves back going again. He just went down too. Cut him off right there on the inside. And just double backflip the finish line every single time because we can. And just clutch boost ourselves back into the race because crashing doesn't really penalize you at all in this game. Alright, we're doing good. We're making up some time already. He's 2 seconds ahead. And this is the last lap, actually, too, so we really got to try right now. We can just clutch boost ourselves off into the lead, though, I'm willing to bet. So we're definitely making up some ground here. I would say, yeah, we're making up ground. We're definitely coming up on him now. clutch boost ourselves again there. Oh, this might be actually kind of close because we don't have that much track left. We only have about 20 seconds. Oh no, he just spun out. Which again, this entire track, it's not nearly as bad as it was in the beta phase of this game. But this game still feels like you're on ice skates because you slide through everything. The entire game feels like you're on ice. It was a lot worse in the beta. It was way worse. You would slide absolutely everywhere. But now it's a lot better than it was. But it's still like that. Your bike slides and drifts through absolutely every single corner you try and put it through, which just doesn't make any sense to me. You can probably huck out it. Oh, we got 2.5 backflips out over the finish line there. As we put the purple or the pink chicken suit into the first place position there. And yeah, this was a thing. Where's this guy at? There he is. Get back here, you. Oh no, we just launched that. Never mind. We can still land stuff. You can just be completely perpendicular. It's hard to look how crazy these wheelies are. It's hard to crash in this game. That's suggesting it is over. And there we go, we got the pink chicken suit onto the podium there in first place, which is kind of fantastic and neat. We'll see if these guys are down to do another race, because I am. And unfortunately, there's like no way you can just like hit ready and speed up the lobby timers. You kind of just have to sit them out and wait. And so far, this is the most people I've ever seen in one game of Supercross Encore racing on PC, at least, because this game is just dead. There's just nobody playing it, probably because Reflex exists and there's custom tracks out for that, and that game just feels a lot better than this game does, but I don't know. What are you gonna do? Alright, let's hop onto the... Let's change this up a bit, and for fun, can actually hop onto the... Sure. Let's rip the 650 ATV for a change here, just to make something... Just to do a little bit different. This is, oh yeah, this is the 4-stroke. We don't have the 2-stroke ATVs. This is just the, I think this is on the sand dunes, whatever, the Devil's Playground map in MX vs. ATV Alive. I think the 650 ATV and this is the same ATV that was on that map, for anybody that was wondering. So they said it looks pretty freaking similar. And it also goes just crazy, stupid fast. So it doesn't turn very well, doesn't do anything well, but none of the MX vs. ATV games ever really made the ATVs usable. Except, at least in this one, the 650 is pretty fast, so we'll see if we can beat a 250 motorcycle on a 650 quad. We'll see how this goes. We should have them off the start here, because we've got a 400 more cc's of displacement, and there is no replacement for displacement. So we'll see how that goes off the starting gate here. And wait for the gate drop. That guy's bouncing off. Oh, we both timed the gate drop wrong, but again, we should have him off the gate there pretty easily because we've got just a massive amount more displacement. We've got a whole 400 cc's more than they do. But we can at least claim the whole shot before we start losing because these four-wheelers are super hard to control in this game. Keep it pointed straight. No! No! It's just, this is going to be a struggle through here, but if we still come out ahead, I'll be amazed. Sorry about hearing some thunder in the background. There's a storm rolling in, but I'm trying to get videos out before it hits in super hard, because there's supposedly going to be a very large storm coming through here within the next hour or so. So I'm trying to get these done while I can. Hopefully it doesn't get in too bad in the middle of this video here, because we are somehow winning a race on a pink, this isn't the pink four-wheeler, on a pink chicken on a green four-wheeler this time. I should make this four-wheeler pink though, which I might do after this video if I can. That's the one thing I will give this game, is the customization of this is a lot better than Reflex. You can change the colors of a lot of things in this game, whereas with Reflex you're kind of just set in with whatever's what, you get that, you pick those graphics, whereas this you can actually like change the colors of swing arms and tires and... Not tires, you can change the color of the rims and lots of other stuff in this game. The customization's a lot better than Reflex was. The graphics are better, but it runs like trash. The optimization is not there. The four-wheelers still do all the broken flips that they did before, and it's just like you're on ice skates the whole time, and the whole preloading thing's just kind of ridiculous, but I don't know, I like the Reflex was better. The games were better without preloading. It just... They tried to make this something they probably shouldn't have. I'm not a huge fan of this game, but it's like, I personally I think it's a good thing to have some variety to the channel. And if you guys are interested in liking this video, let me know if you want to see me bring back some more Supercross Encore to the channel, because a long time ago it was like, it did decently well making lots of videos about the DLC and stuff, but since then I'm not gonna I can't justify, like if I bought the Supercross DLC, I'd want to do it in multiplayer, but given that even in like the non-DLC lobbies, it literally took half an hour to find 2 people, don't have the highest hopes for being able to do this game with DLC multiplayer. And this 4-wheeler is just such a freaking struggle to keep it pointed the right way. You just have no control over it. Like, the game just shoots you off in whichever direction it decides it wants to shoot you off, and you can't really, unless you land everything perfectly straight, the game will just pick a random direction and you get sent off, and that with nothing you can do about it. Oh, yes, he went down. Okay, so we got the pass on him. Oh, no, that's what I mean. Like, you have to just land stuff dead straight, or the game just shoots you off in a direction. Like, you'll go from sliding around like I was doing right there to just suddenly finding a ton of traction and flying off into the distance. It's so hard to control anything in this game, because half the time you're on ice skates, and then the other half of the time it's like you're riding on super glue. It's like you're riding on ice with, like, flat, like, completely bald shoes. Like, have you ever seen racing slick tires? They're just like, there's no tread, they're just a solid thing of rubber to get maximum traction on tarmac. It would be like having that on ice. It's like you have racing slicks on ice, or you have racing slicks on super glue, with not really any in between in this game. It's just very, very aggravating and difficult to control whatever you want to do. But it seems like a trick for the 4-wheelers is just don't ever touch the leaning stick, and that seems like a good way to keep yourself in check. Can we do a backflip over the finish line? Sort of. Okay, I really, again, that's a good testament to the broken physics of the game there. I don't know why we were just like, the rider was clipping through the ground and we were sitting upside down with the 4-wheeler, but apparently not crashing. I just don't understand some of the stuff they did with this game. Just still confuses me. To this day, I don't understand it like that. It's kind of like, that was like the MXGP3 almost, where you can just kind of sit upside down, clip through the ground, and not crash. It's weird. But again, I'm not going to, if they didn't give too much thought to the 4-wheelers, I kind of don't blame them for that, because very, very, very few people ever touch the 4-wheelers in any of these games, because they're always just so bad you can't even be remotely competitive on them ever. And I don't know if that's because they just intentionally make them just crappy so they can not put too much thought into them, and since if they make the 4-wheelers handle and do everything absolutely atrociously, nobody's going to bother using them and they don't have to work on it as hard to make physics work. Or if it's just because they honestly want them to be that much of a struggle to use. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but they're very difficult to be able to use. As we almost get a backflip out, and again we're clipping through the ground and almost doing a barrel roll on flat ground with the 4-wheeler. That might be about it for this video. I think this is going to do it after this race ends. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some Supercross back on the channel for some more variety. If you have suggestions for things you want to see, comments, anything like that, let me know in the description. Oh geez, I'm getting all kinds of dyslexic right now. If you have comments or concerns, I would like to see those in the description. I'd be happy to see feedback. And let me know if you guys want to see anything different, any suggestions. Is the 4-wheeler floating? Is that a Jesus 4-wheeler that's kind of just doing a wheelie floating there? I think it is, but we're going to have to leave the video off there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.